guys, SizeableWig here, and I'm at another video, and I'm doing a video on the new beta that came out. So this is beta build 7, and a new build came out. So yeah, I'm going to update it, but also I've noticed that this shows right here. It says 0.14.3, so I guess Mojang made a mistake. When I first saw this, I thought it was something to do with my account or something. Yeah, but it doesn't. This actually happened to some other people as well. And so some other people have seen that it says 0.14.3. Don't know why, but I guess Mojang messed up on something, or trying to mess with us or something. I don't know, but I'm going to go update it now. So it's updating to the new build, which is build 7, and there's some bug fixes with this and also some changes. Okay, as you can see, I'm in Pocket Edition now. So at the bottom right hand corner it says 1.1.0.9. So yeah, they're just going from that version on and stuff now. So yeah, build 7. There's some tweaks and a lot of bug fixes, and there's that weird Google Play Store thing happening. Not sure what's going on with that. But I'm gonna read off the tweaks and then some of the bug fixes. I'll put a changelog in the description below so you guys can read all the tweaks and bug fixes if you want to. So, start with the tweaks. So, enchantment randomly function has been modified to use treasure flags, woodland mansion chests. Loot tables have been altered to allow for treasure enchantments. Zombie villagers now have the unique sounds that they do in the Java edition. Palette colors now match Java edition's palette colors. The crafting label above the 2x2 grid in the player inventory was removed because the sizing didn't work in non-English languages. Font fixes updated the beacon recipe to not use a specified ox value and instead uses the default. Offhand items are now hidden in third-person view when using a bow rather than being drawn at wrong angles and positions. Tweaked some weird touch issues with the hotbar. So those were all the tweaks for build 7. There are a bunch of bug fixes. I'm gonna only read some of the bug fixes. The first one is the provoke range of Enderman is no longer too short. Endermites no longer occasionally spin around for a few seconds when chasing a target. It no longer takes an unreasonable amount of time to break cobblestone walls. Snowballs now generate particles when they break. Dead bushes can again catch fire and disappear. This bed is occupied message now only appears for the player trying to get an occupied bed, not the player currently using it. Villagers no longer prioritize harvesting crops over sharing food with hungry villagers. Zombie and skeleton horses no longer die unexpectedly. Tipped arrow of decay now has the correct texture, and their pearls now show the correct particles when breaking. Remove the extra white pixel in the Beyond thumbnail. Gameplay sounds can now load on the main menu. Elytra has sounds again. Beam Me Up achievement works again. Miscellaneous tweaks and fixes to the marketplace. Using bone meal on a fully grown crop doesn't consume the bone meal anymore. Reduce the size of the hitbox on arrows. Villagers now use the correct recipe to craft bread and consume wheat. Fixed animation issues with equipped offhand items in third-person view. Villager training no longer closes immediately on the first attempt at a trade. Hopefully fixed a crash that happened when a player fell in the void. Mobs are no longer invisible if you give them a totem of undying. Mobs now play footstep sounds. No more sneaking up on us, you dirty skeletons. The profile changes your name to the default if you leave the name blank. Players in multiplayer can now see offhand items of other players. So yeah, those are the bug fixes for build 7. There are a lot. I only read some of them, and I've actually noticed some of these. Like, players in multiplayer can now see offhand items of other players. I know some people were having problems with that and not able to see other people with things in their offhand. And there were some other things that... Oh yeah, so there was also the villager trading. When you opened it up to trade with the villager, it would immediately close, and that happened a few times with me, so they fixed that, which I'm glad about, because I didn't really like that. It was kind of annoying when you tried to trade with them, that it would immediately close, and you had to go open it back up again to trade with them. So they fixed that, so that problem is fixed and stuff. There are also some other bug fixes. They also did some texture changes, such as for like the wool and all that stuff. Some, were fixed, changed and stuff. There were also some other things that I want to show. So let me just create a new world for this. Also, adventure mode in one of the builds, it showed up in that, doesn't anymore. Which I still wish it did, but doesn't anymore. Okay, so I loaded up a world to show some things that were changed. So, one of the things that was changed was shokers. Their color is now, like, different. So if I get out a shoker and spawn it, as you can see, the color is darker and different, which I don't really like. I liked it when it was lighter. I don't like that it's like all darker now. I liked the other color before, but they updated the textures of this so that it's different. And even if you dye them different colors, the thing for them was also changed. So if I get out like some colors, I can show you guys. So go up to this in blue, as you can see it's darker, same with red, and then let's go back to purple. As you can see, the colors are darker now, which I don't really like. I like the other colors better, but it's whatever. I guess it's to make it, change some of the textures. Also, the next thing that was changed has to do with hardened clay and terracotta blocks. So as you can see, we've got these like blocks right here, you can do stuff with and mess around with. But when you cook hardened clay now, as you can see, it's called like terracotta block and purple and white terracotta block and stuff like that, which I don't like. I wish they just kept it hardened clay, but they didn't. So I can get out like a furnace and stuff to show that. So the name of it's now changed to terracotta. Don't really like that. They should have just left it hardened clay and added a new recipe where it kept it hardened clay and it smelts into terracotta stuff. But if I get out a furnace, I can put some coal in here. So let's put some in there and then put this in here, and as you can see, it starts melting. And same if I get out another one. So let's get out the yellow one and put this one in here and put that in there. As you can see, it starts melting, and as you can see, this will give me a white glazed terracotta block, and this will give me another one. This will give me the yellow glazed terracotta block. So we got these two blocks right here. So now when you smelt hardened clay, it will turn into this, but hardened clay is now terracotta clay blocks and stuff, which kind of makes sense, I guess, but they should have just kept it hardened clay and make it turn into this when you smelt it. But it's pretty cool that you can smelt it now. I don't really like the new change with this terracotta name change and all that stuff. So yeah, these are now new, but the clay block is still clay, if you're wondering, but terracotta is now replaces hardened clay. So yeah, those were the bug fixes for this update, and I don't really like some of these changes for this, but let me know in the comments below what you guys think of these terracotta changes and the choker texture changes, and I'll put the change log in the description below so you guys can check it out. And see what's on there, because I only read some of the stuff on there. But if you guys liked the video, then leave a like, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, and as always guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.